Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of Scratch to Max. So in this episode, episode 5, we're going to get a load of quests done. We're going to work on a lot of our skills. It's not going to be as much of a combat orientated one. I kind of want to catch up with my crafting and gathering and getting as many quest points as I can, and I also want to do a lot of the mini quests as well. So the first thing I'm going to do, although I literally just said I'm not going to do combat, the first thing I want to do is make myself 1,000 iron arrows, so if I do have to do any combat for quests or that, I've got plenty of arrows, because I would like to get my range up to about level 40 in this episode, hopefully, and that'll probably be it in terms of combat. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, go mine a load of iron, and then make some iron heads and attach them to all the headless arrows that I made in the last episode. As I was running past the farming trainer to smelt my iron, I decided I'd plant my first lot of potatoes on this account. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's taken way too long for an Irishman to plant potatoes in this series. And I completely agree with you. I do. So we're going to wait for these to grow, and then we're going to go smelt some iron. So the first quest that I decided to do was the buyers and sellers quest, because I wanted to start training my thieving a bit, and this is kind of the first quest in that. And it also unlocks some follow-up quests, which is pretty cool. So you get to kind of take a thieves guild from like starting off bare bones basic to try and upgrading it, and you can get some good methods of leveling your thieving from inside it, which would be great. So I think after this I'm going to do the follow-up caper, and then I'll probably move on to something else. It turns out you need level 24 thieving for the follow-up caper, which I don't have quite yet. I'm only 20, so I decided to do the witch's potion as I had the ingredients handy in my bank. To follow this up, I'm going to do the Let Them Eat Pie quest, because that gives me a little bit of thieving XP, and then I'll probably knock out a few other quests that give me just a small amount of thieving XP, which will kind of creep me towards those requirements. While doing this quest, I realised that my potatoes have grown, so I'm going to harvest the first of the bunch. So 9 XP each. Nice, that's not bad. Is it 3 we get? Oh nice, it's more. I thought it would just be 3 because there's 3 plants, but 2, 4, 6. Alright. Not too bad, it gave us a decent bit of XP, and we'll be eating well tonight, lads.
A crayfish a la mank. Oh God, there's more!
Yep, you're welcome for that. Oh, that was grim. So completing that quest gave me 100 cooking XP, 150 thieving, which has got my thieving up to level 21. And we also got the expensive spices, which give you 50 extra life points for each food you eat. So basically it heals you for 50 more, which is quite nice, especially with cakes. It's about 150 each cake, which actually is really good. I probably should have gotten this a bit earlier, but no well, what can you do? There we have Stolen Hearts complete, so we got 3 quest points, bringing us up to a total of 51, which means I can get the next reward from Mel, outside Baroque. I think that's her name anyway. But yeah, this was actually an awesome quest. I loved it. Like, there is like a lot of parkour where you have to like go across some buildings on the top and you break in to the palace, and it was just really, really cool. Like, it was one of my favorite quests so far. I can get a title from Knum in Draenor Jail, or Num. So I'm actually going to go over there now and get it, because I think one of the titles is Don, which I think is a pretty cool title. Don Snomadix, I like it. Turns out the lady's name was May, not Mel. So there we go. And now we're going to roll our dice, and we're going to get 250k coins again, which is sick. And a black plate body, I think that's gold trim, is that what it stands for? Let's see what this looks like. Alright, yeah, that looks sick. I don't think the stats are... Yeah, it's only level 25, which is a shame, but that's definitely some fashion gear right there. Nice. And there we have Diamond in the Rough completed. So that took me a bit longer, mainly because when I got to the Calcite Nursery part, I was pretty blind and didn't notice that any of them were kind of glowing. So I ended up just attacking random ones for like 20 minutes before I realised there was like a tiny little white circle around one of them. So once I figured that out, it was pretty quick. Pretty cool quest though, I enjoyed it quite a lot. As I've enjoyed the last two quests so much, I'm actually going to continue down this quest chain because it's really fun. Gotta help my boy Ozan out. So next up is Jack of Spades. This is awesome. So like as part of the next quest, you can actually fly around on a magic carpet, but you can actually move it around. This is so cool. Alright, here we are in Menethos. We've just started the Jack of Trades, but we're getting a bit of progress in, and this city looks massive. And there we have the Jack of Spades quest done. So it's pretty cool. It's unlocked the first bit of reputation which I've come across, so that's pretty cool. Apart from that, you kind of do some underground exploring and you kind of meet some of the people in the city, so looking forward to exploring Menethos a bit more. And there we have the Perils of Ice Mountain quest complete. So the reason I've done this is it gives a little bit of farming XP and some thieving XP, both of which I need. And I also get some hunter and construction, which is never going to hurt. So let's use up the thieving lamp. Oh, this gives us all 4, so up to 23. So we just need 436 XP more, and we can do the next caper in the Thieves Guild. We get 2 hunter levels, 4 farming levels, which is nice. And we got also the thieving level. So that's pretty much us. Now what we're gonna do is work on another quest which I haven't decided yet, and then that'll give us access to the Thieves Guild. So I'll be back once I get 24 thieving. So it says I've kind of completed this quest here. I think there's more to do, but I've gotten a whole sick 5 coins, so it was definitely worthwhile. So I managed to convince him in the end that his butler was a bit of a scummer. I got a quest point and 1500 thieving XP, which has brought me up to level 25, so we can get the next part of the Thieves Guild done. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head on over there and get cracking. And there we have the From Tiny Acorns mini quest done. So that was the next caper in the Thieves Guild. It's given me 1000 XP, which has got me to level 26, which I'm pretty sure is the level required to open the chests in the guild. So that should be a pretty quick way of leveling up if I ever need to. Okay, it's a lot later than it should have been, but I've decided to finish the Stronghold of Security, or Player Safety, or whichever, I always get mixed up. And I've got myself some shiny, colourful boots, which are pretty sweet. And I got about 10k cash as well, so can't complain about that. So I was looking in this, and I'm after getting into the player-owned ports. There's this adventurer called Meg who's yapping away, and one of the options to talk to her is "Shut up, Meg." I like that. And there we have the Impressing the Locals mini quest done. Or I suppose it's actually a quest if it gives quest points, right? So I've got access to the Ark, whatever that is, I haven't come across it before. I've got a sick little crew now which can sail me around, and an animation. So it's kind of like an introduction to player-owned ports, which is cool. I've never actually done them before, so it's my first time I'll be learning about them. But I like management style stuff like that, so it'd be cool building up a bit of a base, although I know it's meant to be really expensive, so it's quite a while off as I'm pretty broke at the moment. Alright, here we are in the Ark. So that was a cool little cutscene of us sailing into the sun. I have absolutely no idea about this place, but it looks pretty cool, and let's go explore it. So I just completed the Flagfall mini quest. I think this area is quite high level though. A lot of the stuff when I was trying to skill on the little islands that I was visiting were in the 90s, so that's way off me. So I think I'm going to leave this for a while. I'll come back to it later, but I'm going to do some more lower level content for now. And there's the Swept Away quest complete, so it gives me 10 portions of XP giving goulash. So I think I'm just going to use all 10 of those on Herblore. It also gives me a broomstick, which I'm not really sure what to use for at the moment. So after drinking the 10 portions of goulash, it's after getting my Herblore up to level 32. So to continue on with the Herblore team, I'm going to do the Jungle Potion quest. which should give me a decent little bit of experience. It's going to give 775 Herblore XP, which will get me to level 33, so that'd be good. There we have the Jungle Potion quest complete. So this unlocks a couple of other quests, which we're not going to do quite yet. And it's also brought us up to level 33 Herblore once I put this in. Yeah, there we go. And does 33 give us anything useful? Nah, not particularly, but we'll take every level we get. And there we have the Tribal Totem quest done, which has given us quite a lot of thieving XP and brought us up to level 28. Okay, so that is part 1 of Elemental Workshop done. It's actually gave some fat crafting and smithing XP, so we're definitely going to do the second one. And there is Elemental Workshop 2 done. Now this was so tedious, it was unreal. Like, I hated this. But it's done and it gives some fat XP, so I can't complain about that. We got a smithing level and we got like 4 crafting levels. So our crafting is actually high enough now to make the Amulet of Defense, so I'm probably going to do that next. So to craft the necklace I actually needed 27 magic, which I got quickly up in the Trolls above Berthope, one of my favourite spots. So now if I go in here I should be able to turn this into an Amulet of Defense. There we go, nice one. And as I want to do a bit of an archaeology grind now to kind of mix up the questing a bit, I decided to make myself an adamant mattock, so it should speed that up hopefully. It turns out I couldn't actually add the adamant mattock to my tool belt until I have the 40 archaeology required. So I ended up grinding archaeology for quite a while. I made myself a iron and since then I've made myself a steel mattock, which is nice. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make the divine herb patch. With this you fill your daily limit twice faster than other materials. Sure. Okay, so here we go. Do I just place this down and use it? I presume. Okay, we've dropped this. I wonder, do we get farming XP from this or? Yeah, we do. Nice. 12, 13. Oh, this is actually quite good XP. I'm pretty sure because my farming's so low, it's only level 10, that I can only get grimy guam from it. But it's pretty good farming XP, and we need to get, I think, 17 for the play around farms. So this will definitely help. There is the fishing contest quest done. So this is a pretty quick quest. It's after when we're fishing up to level 18, so 7 levels, which is pretty massive. It's also a requirement for a lot of the quests in the future, so it was really nice to get that knocked out of the way. I decided to check in on Anachronia, the base camp, and we've gotten up to 10,000 of the resources we need, so we can build the tier 1 sleeping quarters, which gives us an extra 5 workers. So that's going to come in really useful and will increase our gathering speed of resources quite a lot. What do I want to go for next? I think Spa, Lodge, Player Lodge. What's the rank 2 of this? I think I'm just going to go for the base, like the Town Hall, Storehouse and Sleeping Quarters for now, and then when I decide to skill I'll go for the others. So for now I'm going to go for the tier 2 Town Hall, which needs 20,000 wood, 20,000 vines and 20,000 stone. And with that guys, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. So we've gotten a lot of progress done in our quests. We've gotten up to 63 quest points now, so we still want to work on them a bit more in the next episode. But my main aim for the next episode, which I know I've said this before, is I want to get 43 prayer, which I'm going to do in the Nexus, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. And I want to get 40 strength and I want to get 40 range. The reason I want to get 40 range and 43 prayer is so I can actually do my Slayer task, which is green dragons. Because I think that would be some really good Slayer XP, and I want to get back on a Slayer grind. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think down below, and what should I do next?